First, let me say, do you think Dumaguete should be one of their first options?
No, it should not. Dumaguete is more, I'm going to tell you, more for the...
So real quick, would you say Manila or Cebu?
You talk to other expats. Where do you live? Do you know who's your landlord? If he's good, does he have more than one unit? Other expats is a great way to get information. And the world has changed. The process to get here is different. Being a guy over 65 coming here, you know, I was 68 when I came here. Showing people that you can come here at an older age and have a good life.
Okay, all right, well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today we're in a new new location. We are in Dumaguete, Philippines, and I'm here with Mike, with Mike's Philippines retirement.
That's it.
Yeah, that's the one.
For all those out there who don't know me, my name is Mike. I'm going to do a little plug. I have a channel, Mike's Philippine Retirement. Eric, thanks for inviting me, man.
Yeah, no worries. I appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for me. Yeah, Mike was nice. He responded fairly quickly, and met up. So, yeah.
Here we are.
Next day, basically, a couple days later. So here we are at an undisclosed location, which I now know where this is.
We're at the Henry's. Oh, my God. Everybody in Dumaguete knows where you're at. Come on now. Come on. Yeah. Undisclosed.
It's funny because I've seen a bunch of videos and I was like, and I watch some videos. I don't watch a ton. So I just saw some in different locations, but it's actually the same area. So that's what's kind of funny.
Yeah, this is cool. A long time ago, P used to be the only one here.
Oh,
and then, then a few other people. There was this guy named Paul T. from Ireland or Scotland, somewhere on the island, and he would do interviews here, and he introduced us to this spot. And Jan and I come down here once in a while and do interviews. It's beautiful spot. It's right off North Point. If you know Dumaguete, North Point is all the new restaurants. It's supposed to be the hot night spot.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, it looks like it. I went there. I went over there yesterday and got a smoothie, but it was during the day, so there was nobody there.
Yeah, nobody there.
So, all right. So how long now? You've been in the Philippines for how long?
A little over 2 years.
2 years now?
2 years. Yeah, it was 2 years in February.
And then when did you start your channel?
August of 2022.
August 2022. Okay, that was actually right when And so what made you decide to do? Was it something you wanted to do? It's something as a hobby to fill your time?
During COVID, back in New Mexico, I would sit in the backyard and start filming about, you know, the process of coming here, you know, the cost of airplane ticket, the certain paperwork you needed to come to the Philippines.
Yeah.
You know, and it was during COVID and the shots, and it just didn't feel right because I wasn't here yet, so I didn't do it.
Yeah.
But after Jan and I got together and we got living in our house for a friend, we went to video a house that was for rent, and he was in Canada and he wanted to come here. So we started videoing some houses, and I think the fourth or fifth house, it just took off. We had like 167,000 views.
Wow.
And that got us monetized right away.
That was in August or September?
Yeah, we got monetized at the end of September.
Yeah. Yeah, the house videos always do so well. Cost of living,
Yeah, cost of living is a big thing. Budget, you know, everybody wants to know what it costs to live here.
Yeah.
The rental market is so fluctuating now that we decided that we don't do the rentals anymore. We used to do a lot of rentals.
Okay.
But now we don't do them.
So you were actually managing them, or you were just kind of the middleman?
No, we would contact a realtor and say, hey, what do you got available? And we would advertise the home for them. You know, we would just show it with the price and the contact information. It was a good way to get your content started when nobody was watching us, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
You remember the days when you had 10 subscribers and, hey, my God, honey, we got another subscriber.
I know, yeah, one at a
that's
time.
my mom. She subscribed.
She doesn't watch, though.
Yeah, she don't watch. She subscribes.
So it was kind of like a time filler for you? Or did you feel like you needed to put out more precise information, or what?
I wanted to put out the right information at the time, because the information I was getting when I was back home during COVID, people, they were already here 3-4 years, and the world has changed. The process to get here is different, and I wanted to share my experiences. And being a guy over 65 coming here, you know, I was 68 when I came here, showing people that you can come here at an older age and have a good life, and that's what I try to do.
Yeah, nice. So what is it kind of turned into now? Is it still kind of a hobby thing for you? Or like, what's your?
It's like a full-time job. No, it's not a hobby.
Yeah, it takes a lot more effort than people realize, right?
But the thing is, being on YouTube, don't get me wrong, the money's good. Everybody needs a little bit of change.
Yeah,
I'll never turn the money away. But all the friends that we made, like Eric, we would never have met you. if we didn't do YouTube. We would never met Paul, Old Dog, Gio, Chad, and even just subscribers or viewers of the channel who come into the city and here for a day or two, they call us or contact us. Hey, Mike, let's meet for a cup of coffee. And so much friendships that we've made because we were on YouTube.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's the thing too, especially, well, I know you're in a community here, but when you're traveling like I've been, that's the number one thing. You get lonely. Because, you know, people see it, they're like, oh, it's great, he's going around the world, he's dating, but honestly, it's pretty dang lonely sometimes, especially if you're just trying to make videos and just kind of do your own thing and stay focused, so to speak. So
that, I think if you're younger and you're traveling and you're doing YouTube becomes a job.
Oh, 100%.
You can do a couple videos today, tomorrow, the next, but there's one day where you have to just lock yourself in the room and become an editing machine for the day.
Oh yeah, or I mean it's constant, right?
Constant, yeah.
Especially like, and I was just telling Mike that I just trim the fat essentially off my videos. I don't really go too much in depth, and it still takes hours sometimes. You know?
Yeah, so. mine I have to edit almost every word. My English is bad.
Yeah. No, I mean I know. Yeah. I mean I go through it. Yeah. Yeah, me too. I say and like a lot, but.
Yeah, but. Yeah. You just let that happen. You got to let yourself be you, and you hope your audience likes you. You'll get that base audience, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people who just like you, and they want to watch you. And when you make a mistake, like I used the F word on a video, 2 videos back, and I thought, oh, it's so far into the video, no one's going to watch it. All of a sudden, Mike, I didn't know you swore. Oh, that was funny. Did Janet hear that? So you know, sometimes you just got to just be yourself and let shit happen.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I hear you. All right, so it's been, so you're coming up on, or it's 2 years now, yeah?
In August, up on it? August will be 2 years on YouTube. Okay. And what is it? First of all, I'm going 1 year of marriage before I hit 2 years of YouTube. Janet and I have been together for over a year and a half.
Oh, okay.
You know, going on 2 years in May, they'll be. Nice. 2 years together in May.
Okay, so well, great. So are you still liking Dumaguete? Do you think like you're locked in here long term?
I'm locked in here for at least until I'm done with my travel video, and that's coming up. We're going up to Iloilo, and I'm going to make a decision if we're going to eventually move there or not on this visit. Yeah. But Dumaguete is Janet's hometown. She's from Dumaguete. Her family's here. Her PJ, he's our boy. Going on 12. He goes to school here. Okay. So it's hard just to, as a single guy, it's easy to pack your backpack and move on. For me, to move is a big deal. And just for us to move down the street, we left one house to another. It took us like 3 carloads because we have so much junk that you accumulate over time. So I'm not a minimalist anymore. I was when I first came here.
Yeah, I hear you. Other than Iloilo, what's your second favorite city then?
Well, Iloilo is not a favorite. It's just one we haven't been to yet.
Got it.
If we didn't have a son, or I was single, I would live in Cebu.
Okay.
I would live right in Ayala Business Park area.
Yeah,
at Solanea Condos, which I loved. Man, the pool was great.
Solanea, huh?
Yes, right. It's right across the street from Ayala Mall, and everything you need. You don't need a car there. You don't need a motorbike. Taxis are cheap. The Grab is cheap. And everything you need is at the mall, the grocery store, and everything's right there for you to have a nice life and plenty of girls. Plenty of girls.
There is a lot there for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stayed in Meridian recently. It's a new building. It's right by the mall. It's really nice. It was really nice.
Yeah, there's many nice places.
Yeah.
But we rented a condo at Solanea for 6 months. And we were traveling back and forth. It was just cheaper than paying the high hotel bills all the time, eating out all the time. And during Sinulog, the hotel prices just skyrocket. So we were there during Christmas in Sinulog, and took PJ up there for Christmas so he could see the big city.
Wow. So what were you paying for that 6 months? Did you rent it off like Facebook or?
Off a marketplace. Okay. Janet found something on a marketplace. We paid 21,000 pesos a month. It was a studio, 26 square meters.
Okay.
And it had a fully furnished, beautiful TV. It was just a nice place for us to live.
You said 26,000?
21,000 pesos, which is under 400.
Wow.
It's like $370 a month.
Really?
Yes.
That's a good deal.
Yeah.
And then, so there was just like 2 months advance, or did you pay it all?
It was with her. We did 1 month in advance rent, 1 month security deposit, and 2 days before I our lease ended, she showed up and gave us all our deposit back.
Really?
And, no, I haven't had a hassle yet with security deposit. They've kept some, which made sense. We broke a door at one place, so we have to replace the door.
Okay.
And the power bill, we owe the power bill. But you can find good landlords, good tenants.
Okay.
They mesh together. The best thing to do, you stay in a hotel when you arrive, and then you talk to other expats. Where do you live? Do you know who's your landlord? If he's good, does he have more than one unit?
Yeah.
It's other expats is a great way to get information.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, actually, just yesterday when I was at the Northport, there were some guys sitting out, and because I asked you about motorbike rental, and I didn't, but I was just gonna ask them, would you guys know a good place? And whatever they would have said, I would have taken their advice and
taken their advice. You get an idea. They'll tell you what they paid if they rented before. Everybody charges there. It depends on the motorbike. Some bikes are nicer. If you're going to travel far, you're going to want something bigger. If you're just in the city, you just want a small one. But the trike system is so cheap here.
It is. It's actually really good here in Dumaguete. As soon as I got here, I was like, I'm going to need to get a motorbike. But then after, they're everywhere. And they're fair price. They're cheap.
They're cheap. And the one thing, if you want to travel one day, say you want to go up to Valencia and you want to go, hire a trike for the day. $500-600, make an offer. Say, how much for you? Take me around today. I buy all your gas, buy you lunch, and how much? And just make a deal and rent them for the day.
They'll probably do that, huh? $500-600.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. So Dumaguete is always been, well, at least the last few years, ever since a couple YouTubers came here and blew it up. I feel like, as far as they brought a lot of attention, is what I mean. It's a major hub here for expats.
Who is the first YouTuber that you remember seeing out of Dumaguete?
The first one I saw that I remember was Every Man Has a Story.
Really?
Back in, I think, 2020, I think is when it was.
Our age difference is so big. I go back another 5-6 years. You had Ned, Philippine Dreams. You had Bud Brown, two big time. To me, they were the top
original,
two here. You had Rick Hay, the OG. Those were the original ones, and all these others came off of that. And you had Monty Crew, Crew Family Philippines. He's one of the old time YouTubers.
Wow. So which one do you think brought the most attention, at least from like last 10 or 15 years?
Last 10 or 15 years.
Because I didn't see that far back.
I think Paul has brought the most.
Or sorry, who do you think is the oldest in that? Like one of the original ones that brought a lot of more attention?
Ned brought a lot of people here. Ned had a very successful channel. He's still here. I don't know.
I've never even seen his.
He doesn't blog as much as he used to.
Okay.
He had the little pink house, and Bud Brown, he moved back to the States. It's just things change. People get old. They settle down. They get tired of doing YouTube, but. YouTubers who I think had the biggest influx to bring people here. Old Dog during the COVID. He had a lot of people, waiting at the starting gate to get here as soon as it opens. Filipina P. Everybody loves the P, and she shows the city a lot in her earlier videos, and they come here hoping to see the P. You never know where she's going to be. She might be having breakfast right there.
She could be behind us right now. She could be next on the channel. Who knows?
You could be, man.
I could have gotten a unicorn. Who knows?
Yeah.
All right. So, see, I had never seen the Ned or any of them, and I think I was looking at Philippines content, and that's probably why Every Man popped up during that time. But because I wasn't searching Dumaguete or anything like that.
Mark has a successful channel.
Yeah.
But as time changes, people are getting tired of hearing the same story over and over. The content is really hard. There's so many people doing the same. How many budget videos can you do? Back in the day, everybody did one once a month, but there's only a few people, and you like that. But now you get 20 people throwing budget videos out every week, and some have only been here a month and a half. So how can you have a budget at this point? What's your budget in a month?
Right now,
traveling around and all that.
It's around. It depends if I'm set in a city. 1,000 to 1,500.
You're that cheap.
Yeah.
Cheap?
Yeah.
Wow.
The biggest thing is I don't.
Eat?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
You don't sleep on the beach?
No. But I don't drink. That's a big thing. I don't drink or party or anything like that. No, crazy stuff like that. So that's a major thing. And then also that's probably like 25%, 30% reduction. And then I stay fairly reasonable, 15 to 25 bucks a night in a place.
In a place, okay.
Yeah.
So you try and stay 1,000 peso hotel room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and you can get you can get fairly good deals. I just need a place that's clean. You know, I don't like to stay in hostels or anything like that.
Yeah, no.
Or so.
But you're not looking at an Olympic-sized swimming pool out there.
No.
Free buffet. No, you're just
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it. I'm living on savings. So, but a thing is too is you can pretty much every city I've been to in Southeast Asia, you can find a decent Airbnb for $500-600 a month.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, if you sign a 30-day contract.
Yeah, or just on because especially on Airbnb they'll give a discount, on the monthly. Some a lot better than others.
So let me ask you this question as a traveler.
Yeah.
What's a big travel hack? How can somebody save money traveling around the Philippines? What's the number one way to save money? Is it pre-booking a room? Is it pre-booking your flights? Or
the biggest thing I would say, definitely pre-book. I would say if you're depending on the seasons, if it's high or low, pre-booking flights could be a big thing because you can sometimes flights will be. When was it? I flew from Indonesia to back to Manila. I paid, I think it was like almost $200.
Wow.
It's not even that far. Yeah. So things like that. I flew from Bangkok to Jakarta a few months ago, and that was like, I think almost $225 or something ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like, then it was last minute, so.
Last minute get you.
So things like that, definitely planning. And then also, I would say, which isn't probably most of my audience too, is just staying in a cheap place. Yeah. That's the biggest thing.
Have you found when you go to a hotel that you can negotiate the price at the hotel? Have you ever done that?
I've never done that.
You've never tried that? Okay.
No. Have you done that?
I have on a long stay.
Yeah.
If I'm going to stay, more than 3 days, I say I'm going to be here a week, and either they'll give you an upgrade, like at the Quest, they give you an upgrade, but no harm in asking.
Yeah.
All they're going to do is smile, say, "Sorry, sir."
Yeah.
That's it. That's harsh.
Yeah. I will say the first year I was in Asia, I was trying to negotiate everything, and then so in my mind, I thought when I came here, I literally could haggle everything. And some places you can't, some places not. Yeah.
They're sophisticated now, especially in the migratory areas, the places where vacationers go. They're pretty set on their price because they know somebody else is going to take that room if you don't.
Yeah, definitely. I was in Vietnam for 7 months, and you can do a lot more haggling there.
Yeah.
That's for sure, yeah. Do you think there's too many foreigners here in Dumaguete now? Because I was actually surprised. I knew there would be a lot here, but I saw a lot more than I guess I had originally thought, which maybe sound kind of dumb, but do you think it's kind of overrun now, so to speak?
No, not at all. And I'm going to guess you were here at North Point, or you're down at the Boulevard.
I was down by the Boulevard,
Yeah, you're going to see more because that's where we come down to the coffee shops there. We come down to the restaurants.
Yeah.
You're going to see more. And that's where the guys that are here just for a week or 2 weeks, they stay right there. You go to like where me and Janet live, a little bit out of the city. You go to Darwin or something. You're going to see a foreigner here there, but they're not that many.
Yeah.
And I read somewhere that foreigners are less than 3% of the population. I don't remember the number, but some guys are, when they're here for 2 weeks, they're surprised at how few foreigners there are here.
Okay.
But observation is what it is. But when you're it's just like being in Cebu, and you walk around Ayala Mall and you go up to the Social, you're going to see a ton of foreigners there, man.
Yeah.
But you go down to the market, the outdoor market, you're not going to see that many.
Yeah, there are a ton of people. That place has turned into that must be a major hub there, huh?
Yeah.
That Social.
I'll tell you, if you look around, and I don't mean to be rude to your audience, but inside they're having breakfast, a couple Filipinos, the staff, they had some ladies over there getting the pictures all taken. This is more of a middle class area of the city, so you're going to get a nicer experience here. Everything costs a little bit more. The coffee costs a little bit more. The food costs a little bit more, but the people are so nice.
Yeah,
they're so nice. And Dumaguete to me, is a sleepy retirement town.
Yeah, it does have that feel. Yeah, do you know how much the coffee was by chance?
Not yet, but this coffee would probably run me about 120.
150?
150 here. We're at one of the nicer places.
This was 100. It's a tea, iced tea.
If you go to San Ravel, which is one of the other coffee shops here, you can get a coffee for 60 pesos. And you go downtown, Tom and Tom's, it's like 150, but they give you a big cup. And
okay.
you got Ground Zero, you got Bo's Coffee. There's a Starbucks there.
Uh-huh.
A lot of coffee shops downtown, and it's where we come.
Yeah.
That's where, especially if we're going to meet somebody. I would never expect you to come my neighborhood. One, you
Yeah.
wouldn't find it. Two, there would be sitting outside in the sun, and so you come into town to a more comfortable spot.
Yeah. I did notice that. I was in a shop yesterday, and the prices were cheaper, which kind of makes sense here. But it's surprising. Some cities in the Philippines is more expensive in some places than people realize. And it was good price here. I felt like.
Yeah, Dumaguete's reasonable price, and especially in the downtown area. When you get out of downtown area, it's much cheaper.
Yeah.
It's like being at IL Mall. We were paying a couple places we paid US for coffee.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's just one cup. They don't get. It's not Denny's where you get the free refill back home, guys.
Yeah.
It's one cup of black coffee.
Yeah, the picture on the table.
Yeah.
What are your plans for the future with your channel then? Are you just gonna keep doing what you're doing, or you gonna do more travel, or is there anything like that?
Well, we're leaving this week. We're going up to Iloilo. We're going to ride the motorbike there. We're going to go over the mountain.
Motorbike, huh?
We're going to go through the center of the island and see if we can survive that. I ride the motorbike everywhere. Janet and I go to Cebu City on the motorbike. We take the ferry across with the bike.
Oh, nice.
Just across the strait here, and take that 5-hour ride up to the city.
Oh, nice. That must be cool.
I like it for a while until we hit the traffic of car.
Yeah, it's nasty over there.
Half of the journey is great, the other half sucks. But it's life.
Yeah, no, definitely. All right, so then you're gonna go over there. So then you're gonna drive up to Bacolod and then take the ferry over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Iloilo is. I feel like there's not really too many YouTubers there. There's not really anyone stationed there, right?
Well, Texas Filipinos up there, and there's another YouTuber up there. I don't know his name, but James, that's his name, Texas Filipino. We're going to meet up with him.
Okay.
And we haven't contacted as well as I wanted to. So far, we're both busy, but we're leaving in a couple days. I don't know when you're going to air this, but today's Tuesday, and we're going to leave on a Thursday.
Anybody that wants to come to the Philippines, or they're thinking about traveling here, first let me say, do you think Dumaguete should be one of their first options?
No, it should not.
Okay.
Dumaguete, if you're below 60 and you're single and you're working online, or you're already set up financially, or whatever, but you're not on Social Security and you're not married, you're a single guy, I would pick a more touristy, bigger place. Cebu is so many more people, so many things to do.
Yeah.
And that's a great hub there at Cebu. You can catch a plane to Vietnam, Malaysia, Thailand, or anywhere in the Philippines from there.
Yeah.
Where Dumaguete, you have to fly into Cebu or Manila and then catch a connecting flight wherever you want to go.
Yeah.
Dumaguete is more, I'm going to tell you, more for the retired guy who's in a relationship already. You're going to bring your girlfriend and your wife here. And a lot of couples that are married in the U.S., when they decide they're going to retire, they come here and build a house, or they rent here. But they choose Dumaguete. It's just a quiet, peaceful place.
Yeah.
Politics is not a big issue here. The expat community is not as large as a lot of people think, but we have the Valencia Market, which is a great place to go on Sunday morning, and it's just a quiet, sleepy town.
So real quick, what would you say, Manila or Cebu?
Cebu. Manila's just too big, too many. The taxi system up there really is bad. The traffic is terrible.
Yeah.
Cebu has bad traffic, but nowhere near as bad as Manila. And if you live in the IT Park area, or you live in Cebu Business District, everything's right there.
Yeah.
And then after you settle in and you're comfortable and you got a nice place to live, then you can reach out.
Yeah.
And the chances are the girl you meet when you go to settle down, you probably go to her hometown.
Oh, yeah.
To live.
Nice, yeah. I will say, and Cebu is a small big town. It's after a month or two, it seems pretty small.
Here, the mall closes 9 o'clock. It's closed. The Ayala Mall, the socials open to 1 in the morning or 2 in the morning with music and guys and girls and ladyboys and funny people and interesting expats and foreigners, where you can have nice conversations, get to meet a whole different variety of people, and you never know who you run into there. We've run into a regular guy there, and we've run into Carefree Chris and Chad. There's so many bloggers that wander through, Alex, living abroad.
Yeah.
You'll be just there, and all of a sudden there's somebody that, and you say hi to them, they'll sit with you and talk for a few minutes, and you get a good education there. It's a great starting point.
Yeah, nice. Alrighty, sir. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for being on the channel.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
And as always, everybody, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.